Hey everyone, welcome to Hammerhead Hobbies. In this episode, I'm going to be unboxing and reviewing this BAC Lightning by Matchbox. Alright, welcome back. What we have here is a BAC Lightning by Matchbox. It is in 1:72 scale. Model number is PK114, and this particular model was made in 1976. Now, they keep advertising this 3-color kit. It's just the sprues are 3 different colors, and this one in particular has a nice little plastic window, and you can see the sprues before you buy it. So it was a nice addition, something that you can see inside before you open it up. However, again, I like to say I don't like these side open boxes, just because the pieces could fall out really easily if they do come off the sprues. Alright, let's begin with the instructions. What we have here is a fan fold piece of paper, and as you can see, they're very basic instructions. Okay, there doesn't seem to be a lot of pieces to this model. And if I flip it over, okay, they basically have the color code here, an assembly, colors for the different smaller pieces, landing gear, the cockpit area, the pilot, the armament, and the seats, and a brief description. Let's head over to the decals. As you can see here, they are a little weathered. I have this protector on it, which just seems to be lifting. So that is pretty old. Now, looking underneath, the colors look like they have faded a little bit. I see a large cracking going on over here, which means if we were to put these in some water, they were more than likely fall apart. So I would test one first and then continue on with the rest if they work. The color looks pretty good. I mean, it faded, but it doesn't look very yellowed. I'm hoping that protector piece put it on there, and it does give you 2 different insignias or squadrons. Moving on to the sprues. Now this is the main fuselage of the Lightning, and this one has beautiful detail on it. Lots of little panel lines, lots of little hatches. There are all raised panel lines and hatches. Just take that into effect, which is indicative of the age of the model. I think every model before 1990 was raised panel lines. Okay, and we'll flip it over to the interior, and there is no interior detail on this particular piece here. We'll take a look at here, and this looks like a lot of the armament is on here, and some of the cockpit area. As you can see, there is no detail on the rockets or missiles. There is a little bit of detail on the wheels, but no tread pattern. And we'll take a look at this. Looks like the front wheel well, which has some good depth to it. That's a nice feature they added there. Looking at the landing gear struts, very basic, just a straight piece. Not much detail on that. They do give you the little shock there, which is nice. But other than that, there doesn't seem to be a lot of detail. The fins are on the rockets are a little thick, but they can be filed down and made look nice. And what we have here is the pilot seat, and again, this basic shape on it. There's a little bit of a detail of a strap or something, nothing major, but not too shabby. Let's move over to the wings, the sprue with the wings. Again, a different color plastic. They have some detail on them, some good panel lines on there. This is the bottom piece. As you can see, not as nice as the main fuselage, but they do give you something there. And again, there is a very nice detail there. Looking at the front wheel, okay, there's a one-piece wheel. There, you know, it's a basic shape is there, not a huge detail, but it's a good starting point. We do have a pilot. There's a little bit of detail, not much. It's kind of all molded together. Nothing is crisp there, so a bit of a pilot. We'll flip it over, and you know, this is the wheel well, which would line up on the wing. And as you can see, they don't have any detail whatsoever inside the wheel well. So just to keep that in mind, in the bottom of the wing, you do have some flaps here, some detail. So very nice. Heading over to the canopy. Okay, it is a nice clear canopy. It is a little on the thick side over here and a little on the wavy side. Now if I have to hold this up here and pass it over, you can just see how, you know, the underneath the decal sheet here, you can see how distorted it is. If you were to put a nice interior there and a nice pilot, you can't have this as a closed canopy. Like I said, it is thick. I do see some little imperfections in it. If I was me, I would cut this canopy and make it an open canopy. And you can do that easily with a razor saw. So that's the canopy. And for an added bonus, they give you a stand. So if you want to make it a flying model, they do give you this nice clear stand, which you can display that as a flyer. Okay, this is, looks like a piece that fell off. That's why, again, I don't like these boxes. This piece fell off the sprue. This is, looks like the needle on the front. And again, you know, if that box, it has loose flaps, that could easily fall out and you'll lose this piece. I mean, this one's not difficult to remake, but some of the other pieces are, and you'll lose them. And, you know, it just kind of doesn't give you a good feeling when you lose pieces. Okay, so this is the BAC Lightning by Matchbox. Now, this box is kind of a little small, and I did do a review of a trumpeter BAC Lightning, and I'll give you a picture of the difference in box sizes. I know it doesn't really matter about the box sizes, but for some reason this one is very tight with the pieces, and then when I take over to show you the other one, you can see how much room there is inside. Stick around for the pros and cons list and a quick summary of what I think of this model. Alright, now for the pros and cons. Pros. There are good instructions. The decals are good if they stay together when applying them. It's got great exterior detail. And it comes with a pilot and a stand. Cons. The decals may fall apart in water. There's virtually no interior detail. You could use more detail for the wheel wells. You have raised panel lines. And the canopy is thick and wavy. Overall, due to the box design, you would need to put this in a bin before pieces are lost. I believe this model is good for beginners, and it could be a challenging build for more experienced modelers to make it look great. I hope you enjoyed the review, and I hope you enjoyed the build.